ISTE stands for International Society for Technology in Education. This organization strives to utilize educational technology as a way of growing in the 21st century. They desire for students to be able to create, dream, and change the world with the use of technology in the classroom and outside as well. Aside from the technology we have come to acquire, they are more focused on what we will do with the technology we are so privileged to obtain, changing our ways of learning and teaching at home and at school. The first ISTE standard for students is the Empowered Learner, where the students will utilize technology in order to test their understanding of the material informed to them by their instructor. The Digital Citizen Standard states that the students will recognize and understand their rights and responsibilities of being a part of the digital world, its advantages and consequences if necessary. The Knowledge Constructor Standard states that the students will explore the resources at their fingertips and find useful ways of using the web to their advantage when it comes to academics. The Innovative Designer inquires that the students use an array of technology to create and use their imagination in order to come up with solutions. The next standard is the computational thinker, where the students will develop strategies of their own for understanding through the power of technological methods. The creative communicator standard states the students will express their views creatively using the tools and styles provided through many different forms of technology. The last standard of global collaboration states teaming up with other classmates and the web will broaden the students' perspectives on subjects given to them and enrich their thinking. The first ISTE standard for teachers is a learner, where educators will continue to learn and improve their skills with technology through the interaction with others and their practices with technology themselves. The leader standard states to reach to be a leader and learn as much as they can about technology to pass it along to their students to enhance their learning and success rate. The citizen standard wants teachers to promote students to have a positive relationship with the web and participate appropriately when using it. The collaborator standard states to continue to reach out to colleagues and host interactive activities to feed off different resources used and ideas for improvement using technology. The designer standard states to design complex activities and environments for all different types of learners. The facilitator standard states to facilitate learning with technology to support student achievement of the ISTE standards for students. The last standard for teachers is to analyze using data and understanding to drive lessons and support the students in achieving and believing in themselves. SAMR is an educational model that is intended to be used by educators to incorporate technology into their classroom teaching. It can impose an impact on the development of students' academic learning. It is important in the classroom to invoke student engagement aside from lecturing. The SAMR model was created by Dr. Ruben Puntendora. He is the president and founder of an educational consulting firm, as well as a part of the main Learning Technology Initiative group, so he has a great deal of knowledge of technology and learning itself. SAMR stands for Substitution, Augmentation, Modification, and Redefinition. Substitution is the use of computer technology that can perform the same tasks as performed before the use of computers. The technology is acting like a substitute, and there is no functional change in the classroom. For example, instead of taking a pen and pencil test on a piece of paper, you can instead use a Google form test. Augmentation is the use of technology that can be used as an alternative tool to perform common daily tasks. An example would be students submitting assignments online instead of wasting time in class and wasting paper printed. Modification are the classroom tasks and lessons that are changed and redesigned to be performed with the use of more technology. An example could be having students collaborate and create a story or PowerPoint on Google Docs. Redefinition is students using technology to create indistinguishable new tasks. An example could be a Nearpod presentation. The ISTE and SAMR model have similar qualities and are both effective forms of instruction in the classroom. Using the SAMR model in a classroom will help students understand how to integrate technology to help them learn. Technology provides students with many interactive activities to make them more engaged in their learning. The SAMR model shows students that they can do more than just learn with a pen and paper. The ISTE model is meant to not only help students learn about technology, but ways to utilize it to create, use their imagination, and grow as learners. It is in teachers' best interest to use these two influential models and incorporate more technology in their instruction.